Alright, hey queens, long time no see. I feel so awkward in front of the camera right now. My laptop was busted and so I was unable to film anything because that's how I posted my videos. And my boyfriend fixed it up for me, so Blake, if you're watching, thanks. Down below in the description box, I will have a couple of links for petitions to sign and places to donate for Black Lives Matters. So please, please, please check those out. This video is simply just a get ready with me. I'm going to be recreating a look by beatby.dee. Her name is DeAnna on Instagram. I don't know if she has a YouTube or anything. I'm going to research all that and have all her links down below. She's very talented Black creator. I love her looks and she's absolutely freaking gorgeous, like drop dead gorgeous. So that's what I'm doing today. Let's get into it. Alright, so I have primed my lids with the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. Got that in a BoxyCharm, and I only like it when it's set with Coty Airspun, so that's the combo I've been doing lately. And that's how I like it. I'm going to start off in this Ace Beauté Vintage Dawn palette. I also got this in a BoxyCharm. I'm going to use a Profusion ES3, which is a pointed crease shadow. I'm going to first go into Horizon, which is a bright orange shade. They're all going to be orange shades, so, you know. Okay, I'm just gonna blend this out to my upper crease and really like blow it upwards. Now that I have that blown out, I'm going to take Grand Canyon, which is a burnt orange. And I'm going to take this shade lower just to deepen up the crease area. And you kind of, for me, I have to take it up pretty high as well, just because I have hooded eyes, and you want this shade to poke through when you cut your crease. Now, I wasn't thinking, and I forgot that I'm doing a full cut crease, so I'm gonna blow out this outer corner even more and first dip into Horizon and just blow it out just a little bit more. Maybe even take it a little higher up into my brow bone. All right, that looks nice, and then go back into Grand Canyon. Just deepen that up. Now that I have it blown outwards, I'm going to take my Pretty Vulgar concealer in Little White Lies and a Luxie 221 flat definer and cut out the crease. This is taking me forever. I haven't cut my crease in so long, it feels like. It's been so hard. I haven't even been talking. It's been so hard to do makeup with working all the time and just getting so caught up in life and getting things figured out. And then on top of that, we have, you know, the riots going on, and I'm trying to be mindful of when it's okay to post, because I don't want to cover up what's important, which is all the information that everyone needs to see about what's happening during the protest. Because right now, what's important is all the protests and giving Black people and people of color a voice, you know? They need a voice, and they need to be treated equally in every sense of the way. whether it's by police officers, whether it's just by a random citizen that is not Black. And it's just really crappy that we're still having to deal with this issue. It's BS. And I don't know, my heart's been really sad here as of late, just seeing everything on social media. Just a quick reminder, you know, though it's good to be updated and like be in the know, please take time to, you know, clear your head during all of this, because gosh, there's some ugly stuff going on, and we just need to make sure our minds are right and are sane, because gosh, it weighs on you, it really does. So make sure you are taking time for yourself. Next, I'm going to dip into the Lunar Skies Flower Moon palette. I'm going to go into Dahlia, which is a bright neon peachy orange. And I'm just going to slap that on my lid. Well, I was just interrupted by a spam caller, so that's fun. Anyways, continuing on with Dahlia in the Flower Moon palette by Lunar Skies. So, and then on the lash line, she also has orange there. So, how do I guess I'll go back into the Ace Beauté palette, and I'm gonna take this random brush that I have, and I'm gonna go into Grand Canyon again and line my lash line, and it does not look good. It's actually not sticking. Holy crap, what? I've never had issues with the primer that I've been using, so I think it might be the concealer on top of the primer, so that's not good. Okay, because this primer concealer concoction is not working, I'm gonna take my micellar water on a Q-tip and go through here and just take all of this off. Not all of it, but just where I was trying to do the liner, and I'm gonna cut the liner out. Hopefully I'll be able to fix this. Hopefully. No promises. I'm gonna try this Becca concealer and see if it won't work better. We will see. Now, I've never done the trick with the micellar water where you cut out your crease that way, but I mean, maybe I should start doing that. I'm gonna try this again. Start out in Grand Canyon. I'm just gonna start off with packing it on. I'm leaving room on the concealer so that I can do some horizon on there as well, so that it looks similar to my crease. We're getting somewhere with this. We're getting somewhere. All right. Note to self: pretty vulgar concealer should only be used as concealer and not as something to cut your crease out with. Oh, my liner got... Okay, I'll have to fix that. Wow, this is just... You can obviously tell, like, I haven't done a look in a very long time. Okay, so, it's not good. It's not good at all. Why are people yelling? Wow. I really struggled with this. Hopefully the other eye won't be as bad. Hey, I am back and irritated because my eyes are literally cut out differently and the liners are completely different, but no matter, the show must go on. So I put lashes on. I don't know what style or brand they are. I had used them once or twice before, and yeah, I don't know what they are. So moving on. To start out, I'm going to use my Touch in Sol No Pore Prime Essence and Cover FX Blurring Primer. I've been using this combo for well over 6 months now. Oh, I got this everywhere. This is literally my tried and true. I've repurchased this and I just repurchased it twice now. Okay, so how's everyone doing during all these crazy times? Are you being safe? Like, please tell me you're being safe. Like, geez. Some people have really gotten hurt during the protest. I'm not really sure how the pandemic is doing. It's like you hear about one thing or the other. So I'm not really sure how the pandemic's doing. So if you have any information on if anyone's getting a rise and stuff or anything, I would like to know. Shanixa tweeted today that New Zealand had 0 cases, so that's really awesome. Go New Zealand. You're doing amazing, sweetie. I'm gonna go into the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation with sunscreen. It has SPF 50 in it. I use the shade Rose Ivory. This is like such a good foundation, but I feel like because I have combination skin, I do still have to add so much powder just because I get oily throughout the day, and so the foundation will kind of like break up a little bit. But that's just because it's like one of those, it's like kind of a more natural finish. It's definitely not matte. So of course it's gonna wear a little differently throughout the day, which is not a big deal. Okay, going with a little more. Okay, I'm gonna spot conceal with the Becca Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer, and then go under my under eyes with the Pretty Vulgar concealer. That apparently it's only good for under your eyes, because if you cut your crease with it, it's just not gonna look good. Also, has anyone been able to go inside stores lately? Like, I feel like Ulta was saying that they were opening back stores up, but like mine isn't open, which kind of sucks. I miss going to the store and like shopping and swatching and, you know, all kinds of stuff. My Marshalls did open and like they have nothing. Like, it's literal garbage. Granted, now is not the time to like just be shopping and stuff, and I need to save anyways, but still frustrating nonetheless. Have you been online shopping more during all of this? I know I have. I've been online shopping so much. I think shopping's just my favorite pastime. Like, there was nothing to do in my hometown, so we ate and we shopped. Did I just get concealer in my lash? That's annoying. Oh my god, I got a cat. I got a cat while I was gone. I've had him for a couple weeks now. He's an orange long hair. I would say he's a long hair. He's got a lot of fur. His name is Gus, and he's such a cutie. I'm gonna have to put up some videos of him. Right now he's sleeping in front of the balcony doors. Gosh, I adore him so much, but he's a butthole. Like, he's a total butt. He likes to play in his litter box. He peed in my bed, and I had to scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub. His litter box smells like garbage. I clean it out almost every day. Because I'm not gonna lie, there are some days where I'm just like, I'm too tired and I can't be like bothered. But I do try for every day, and he'll like go in there and play in there. And so like he'll play with the door kind of like moves back and forth, so you like can go in and you can like go out. And anyways, so he like plays with that door, and it wafts the smell of his like, you know, stuff, his poop and pee, and it's just, oh, it is god awful. He isn't allowed in my bedroom anymore because he kept peeing everywhere, and I was like fed up with it, because that was the only place he would pee. Like, he would only pee in my room, and I don't know why. Maybe he secretly hates me. I mean, probably. I mean, same. Just kidding. But he is a little sweetheart. I have no idea how old he is. I got him from the Humane Society, and I think someone had like took him back or something, and they have no idea how old he is. So I have no idea how old he is. But like, I got him so this is what happened. I wanted a different cat. This sounds bad. I wanted a different cat. His name was Patrick. He was cute, and he had like problems with his leg. Like, he had a surgery done or whatever, and I wanted him, and they were like, well, we don't think he's a good idea for like a first pet. I'm like, all right, whatever. And they were like, you can come in and look at the other cats. And I'm like, okay, but like, I really want Patrick. Like, he's my boy. He looks so adorable. Like, I want him. It was like love at first sight. And then I get there, and they're like, you go in, they literally put the Humane Society in a house. And so there's one side where it's like this big room, and they've got couches and these big scratching buildings and stuff, and there's like cats in there. And then you get to the left, and they have cages for the other cats that like have babies or need tests done or need to be secluded, whatever the problem may be. The bronzer I've been using is the bronzer in the Wonder Beauty Trip for 2 in the shade Tulum, is that right? Yeah, in the shade Tulum. So I'm working on this bronzer because I used up all of my Physicians Formula bronzer. Woo-hoo. But I'm not even going to be using this shade of blush. I don't like it. I don't think it's cute. So moving on, still talking about Gus. So I get there, and I first go through, I think I went through the side with the cages first. Yeah. So I go through the side with the cages, and she's talking about all these cats to me, and there were like kittens in there and stuff, and she was recommending this one like girl cat. I don't know why I wanted a boy cat, but I did. I just wanted a good boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And so Gus was in the side with the cages, but he hadn't been tested for cat leukemia yet, so you couldn't like open his cage and like let him out. So I thought I couldn't like go in there and see him, but I was like, oh my gosh, you were such a cutie, like you were adorable. He was just chilling, laying in this bed that was like kind of suspended onto his cage, or like he was up in the air, I guess. And he was just chilling, being a cutie, and I thought he was really adorable. And so I really wasn't sure like what was up with him, because the lady had like walked off to do something, and I was looking at the other cats, and they all seemed like really timid, and like they just couldn't be bothered with me, and I was like, okay. So then I go to the other side because the lady's still not around, and there's all these cats in there, and there were 2 girl kitties, lady kitties, that I was really interested in. They were really sweet, except for one of them would like bat at the other cats, and then eventually she batted at me, and I was like, okay, you're out. Like, if you're playing, that's cool, but I just really wanted a chill cat. I didn't want one that was gonna be like a butt, like, you know, just smacking you all the time with claws. Like, no. I wanted a cat that was lovable and sweet and adorable. I'm not saying that that one wasn't gonna be that, but I just didn't want one that played like that. I just didn't like it. Oh, I got too much bother. Oopsies. Oh, well, it's on my neck. It won't look too bad. And it's not like I'm going anywhere. And then there was this other one. She was a lady cat, and she was so sweet, and she just, you could tell she just wanted to be loved on and everything, and oh, she was so sweet. Now I'm gonna go into the Wonder Beauty Wondrous Dusk to Dawn blush and highlighter palette. I've been pairing these 2 shades together, Tuscan Sunrise and Havana Nights. I don't use City Lights because it's too dark for me, so once I get through these 2 shades, then I'm gonna just toss it out of my collection. Anyways, back to my story. So I hang out with these lady cats for a significant amount of time, and the lady comes in, she's like telling me about these cats, and she's like, yeah, these would be really good for you, they're good candidates. And I'm like, okay, well, I kind of had my eye on this one named Gus. And she's like, oh yeah, we just got him a week ago. He still needs to be neutered and tested for cat leukemia. And I was like, okay, well, can I go like hang out with him in his cage? Like, is that possible? And she's like, oh my God, yeah, just don't let him out because he hasn't been tested. I'm like, okay, cool. And so I go hang out with him in his cage, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're the sweetest little thing. He was like yelling at me and loving on me and being a total sweetheart, like just so sweet. And I sat in there with him for a while, and I was like, gosh, I really want to take you home. I want to take you home so bad. And so I talked to the lady. I'm like, so I really like Gus. I'm really interested in him. I know he still needs to be tested and stuff, so how would we go about this? And she was like, okay, well, you can come back tomorrow evening. And I look really weird right now. Just hold on. Just trust the process. She's like, okay, well, he's actually scheduled tomorrow for his vaccines and his test and his neutering, because he still had all his man parts and he needed to get those off. And I had to have him neutered for my apartment. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I got back the next day, and I pick him up. He didn't have cat leukemia, thank goodness. And I brought him home. And I had previously bought this like fish. It's like this, it's a sizable fish. And on the top of it, it has like that scratching like material on top. And then in the body, there's like a hole that he can like lay in. And there used to be this mouse in there. It's no longer in there. He like, I don't know if he scratched it out or if he like chewed it out or what he did, but he managed to get that mouse out of the fish, and he loves that little mouse. He plays with it all the time. I got him some cat toys with catnip in them, and he went to town. Oh my gosh, he went to town. He absolutely loved it. he was like freaking out. He was running behind the couch and then running to my room and then running back behind the couch, and he was just racing back and forth, and it was so hilarious. And he also does this thing where he'll be chilling, like he'll be walking, and then he'll like flop on his back, so his tummy's like up in the air, and his front paws are like this, and his back paws look the same. This is the Valgene Labs Hydrate Hyaluronic Acid and Vitamin B5 Facial Mist. Got this from TJ Maxx a couple months ago, and I absolutely love it. I can't wait till they bring it back in because I'm running low. I mean, I guess it's almost half a bottle, but still. So this boy loves belly rubs. He loves to be rubbed on his belly. He is so chill. He'll let you like hold him, but like hold him like a baby like this, and you just pet his belly. It is the cutest thing. He's kind of an attention whore. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he's an attention whore. He can't help himself. He loves to be loved. I'm gonna go in with the Artist Couture Purple Dream Diamond Glow Powder. And I know it says purple in the name, and you're like, purple, you're doing an orange look, girl. Well, first of all, orange and purple go together. Second of all, it has like an orange base to it. It's really weird. It's not weird, it's beautiful. It's got an orange base to it, and it is just absolutely stunning. See? Stunning. Now I'm not done with that. I'm still going to put that on my brow bone and my inner corner, but we have to finish these eyes. Wow, that highlight is popping. So is that everything about Ghost? Oh, he got into my trash and got it everywhere. He's kind of a bad boy. I'm not gonna lie. He's kind of a bad boy, but I can't help but love him. He is such a sweet baby. Such a sweet baby. I'm gonna take a Profusion Small Firm eyeshadow brush and go into Horizon, which is the lighter orange shade from the Ace Beauté palette, and just run it along my lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with the Profusion Small Pointed Eyeshadow Brush and go in with Grand Canyon and keep it closer to my lash line. Okay, so I'm back and I ended up finishing the look clearly. Oh, I just did my brows, you know, did last minute touch-ups. For my lips, I used the Lunar Lips Gloss in Sunkissed. This is from Lunar Skies Cosmetics. They are an indie brand and they are amazing. If you haven't seen my reviews of their moon palettes, then you need to go back some and watch those, because I really enjoyed those palettes, like, a lot. Okay, so this is the look that is inspired by DeAnna, beatby.dee, on Instagram. Please, please, please go show her some love. And DeAnna, if somehow, by some amazing, like, grace something, if you're watching this, I hope that you liked it too. Please keep creating. You are an amazing makeup artist. I absolutely love your eye looks. They're incredible. You're so stunningly beautiful. Don't forget to check out the links below for donations or petitions to help Black Alive. I was almost done with this video and my camera cut me off. Rude, girl, rude. Y'all have a good one now.